Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2020 annual Wits Sports Awards. My name is Yonaka Teledi and I will be your host for this evening's proceedings. This is, of course, the new normal, and although you could not physically attend the event, we hope to create the ambiance and that you feel honored tonight because it is all about celebrating you. Despite the challenges brought about by this pandemic, you still soldiered on. You were persistent and continued training and learning from home. Witsies, we salute you. Tonight we recognize and honor all the athletes who have excelled in the world of university sports for the past 12 months. This has been a rather peculiar sporting year for all of us, with the cancellation of the remaining Varsity Cup games, varsity sports events and USA events. However, we still believe that this is still our year and that our success is still worth celebrating. We are Wits Sport on Facebook and Twitter and Wits Sport Admin on Instagram. Please engage with us on our social media with the official hashtags #Wits Sports Awards 20 and #Still Our Year. On behalf of Wits Sports, we would like to welcome you all to the 2020 Wits Sports Awards evening. To kickstart this evening, we would like to start with a message of welcome from our Director of Sport, Mr. Michael Dick.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 2020 Wits Sports Awards, where we will acknowledge some of the amazing achievements of the last 12 months. Even though this has obviously been a difficult year, we were blown away by some of the fantastic achievements by our Wits students. We are especially excited about the prospect of having some representation at the 2021 Olympic Games, and I hope a few Witsies will also be selected to play against the 2021 British Lions. Many amazing milestones and achievements were achieved in 2020 with many fantastic individual performances, which makes this evening even more special. These achievements would not have been possible if we did not have amazing support from many different sources, and I would like to use this opportunity to thank a few of them. At the danger of omitting somebody, I still want to mention a few by name. Our VC, Prof. Adam Habib, and the entire senior executive team for the immense support shown to Wits Sport over the past few years, which has enabled significant flexibility and support for our performing athletes, making this South Africa's only official elite athlete-friendly university. Our student dean, Mr. Jerome September, and our wonderful colleagues at Student Affairs. Special mention, however, to Mr. Basil Mokwena and everybody at Campus Housing and Residence Life who has done so much for us over the years. All the support services without whom we would not be able to complete our daily operations. In no specific order, Wits Protection Services, Wits Marketing and Communication, Mr. Peter Besainout and the DFO Office, Mr. Peter Maar and the Wits Alumni Office, Mr. Israel Mogomotsi and the Services Department, as well as PIMD that keeps us afloat, us and all the other departments. All the faculty deans and registrars, thanks for the support every year during the registration time and the chaos of January chaos. Our wonderful sponsors, and a special word of thanks to FMB, PVM, Interspace, Big Box and Opal Sports. The Wits Sports Council Chairperson, Mr. Michael Warren, and the entire Wits Sports Council. Wow, what a tough year you guys walked into. Our passionate and dedicated Wits Sports staff, all who have been on this journey with us and contributed in such a unique yet special way to the wonderful Wits Sports successes. A very sincere thanks to this remarkable family. All our coaches, and most importantly of all, our student athletes. I for one hope this will be the very last online Wits Sports Awards at this university ever. But also grateful that we can acknowledge some achievements and brag a little about what happens at the top-ranked university on the continent. Thank you very much.
And to share some of our sporting highlights, we now move to our Dean of Students, Mr. Jerome September.
Good evening to you all. As you know, with the current pandemic, it is rather unfortunate that we had to gather virtually. I would have loved to join all of you as you celebrate your victories at the annual gala evening. This has indeed been a challenging year for all of us, and we have had to adapt and be innovative in our approach to our daily lives. I would also like to take this moment to reflect on some of our sporting highlights as an institution over the last year. The Wits basketball women's team competed in the 2019 varsity basketball tournament for the first time ever, and the men's team took bronze in last year's campaign. Both the men's and women's football teams qualified for the 2020 varsity football tournament, and the women's team were bronze medalists and named 2019 USA Football Team of the Year. 5 Witsis, Nomnikelo Vetu, Lizanne Jansen van Vieren, Chad Futser, Rustin Abrahams, and Cody van Wyk have been included in the SA Hockey Olympic squad. As you know, the games were postponed to July 2021. 6 Witsis took on the Cape to Rio yacht race from Cape Town, South Africa to Rio in Brazil on the 4th of January 2020. They finished 3rd place, winning the Class 1 handicap and Class 1 line honours. Our Wits Rugby Club put on a sterling performance in this year's Varsity Cup campaign and were unbeaten after 6 rounds. Rather unfortunate that the games were cancelled due to the pandemic. Wits Fencers, Harry Sana and Ayanda Tuku, represented South Africa in the 2020 Junior African Fencing Championships in Accra, Ghana, and were ranked 7th and 13th respectively. Karishna Naika received her Proteas colours for representing the South African senior group at the 15th Rhythmic African Championships in Egypt in March of this year. Wits hockey player Nomnikelo Veto, our Wits Netball Club, and our Women's Football Club were finalists for the 2020 Footballing Girls Johannesburg Women in Sports Awards. 2 Witsis, Wandisile Semelani and Marvin Ori, and 2 former Witsis, Kiani Lombard and Manny Ras, were part of the Springbok showdown in the green and gold teams. Colleagues, students, congratulations. We look forward to many more of these successes. Enjoy this moment and let it be a reminder that your hard work always pays off. To all the nominees, you are already winners. Whatever the outcome tonight, we are proud of each and every one of you. Thank you.
Next, we welcome an address from the Chairperson of the Wits Sports Council, Mr. Michael Horan.
Good evening to everyone watching. My name is Michael Horan, and I'm the current Chairman of the Wits Sports Council. It is an honor for me to address you all today, and thank you for being a part of this new, interesting version of the 2020 Wits Sports Awards. The circumstances we have faced, although grim at times, had led to some new, exciting versions of sport, such as virtual events, and in particular, the Wits Virtual Sports Cup that we hosted not too long ago. On that note, we would just like to thank all the individuals who participated in the event, and a special thanks to all the committees of all the participating clubs for helping us run the event as smoothly as possible. It has been a challenging year for sports in general, but we are still here to acknowledge those who have achieved outstanding things in their respective sporting codes. There have been students that have been awarded South African colours. There have been students who have been a part of unbeaten teams, broken boundaries in terms of gender inequality, and there are students that have even crossed oceans in the Cape to Rio. We must commend these individuals as they have worked hard and tirelessly, no matter the situation. Finally, we had many plans on our agenda for the year, and I'm sure all the clubs had many events planned and spent countless hours overthinking every detail of every moment that could have happened. But if I can offer you one piece of advice to all the incoming committees, don't let these ideas die out. Reevaluate and rebuild when the time comes, and on top of that, come up with your own new ideas to make Wits Sport better, one idea at a time. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the event.
As mentioned, this event is about recognizing all of you who epitomize what being a Wits sportsperson is all about. Your contribution is invaluable both on and off the field. In our first category tonight, we would like to acknowledge our recipients of Half Blue Colors. In short, Half Blue Colors are awarded to students who meet some of the following criteria. Wins a USA title. Represented a senior provincial A team. Represented a senior provincial B team for 2 consecutive years. Represented a junior provincial A team for 2 consecutive years. Selected for USA A team. Congratulations to the following Half Blue recipients: Tang Su Do, Jashandre Sambo, Tabo Ranamani, Rutendo Nyikadzinyo, Wesley Van Wyk, Thomas Mbombi, Simpiwe Zulu, Titelo Letsi, Nasiphi Mkhatshane, Whitney Mahloko, Kumo Mokgopudi. Hockey: Erin Hopt, Gabriella Desai, Chloe D'Souza. Rugby: Emmanuel Chituka, Banele Mtenjane, Edward Jr. White, Monet Brandon, Lindokuhle Nxusane. Netball: Anyer Esterhuizen, Kelly Gauss, Kagisho Itoleng, Refilwe Zwai. Cricket: Sebastian de Oliveira, Nick Halstead Cleek, Titelo Mapaga. Football: Nkutso Mapota. War Games: Khalida Bilkis Muhammad. Next, we would like to acknowledge our recipients of Full Blue Colors. These students are shining both nationally and internationally. We would like to appreciate and thank these student athletes for the time, discipline, and effort they have put in to represent the university as well as the country in such a spectacular fashion. It is with great pleasure that we acknowledge the following recipients: Fencing: Ayanda Dugu. Netball: Panashe Chiranga, Simone van Rienen. Hockey: Chad Futcher, Nomnigelo Veto, Rustin Abrahams. Athletics: Dylan Kruger. Gymnastics: Karishma Naikar. Finally, yet still important in this category, we would like to acknowledge our recipients of Full Blue Cum Laude Colors. These individuals have received senior national colors and have also achieved the highest level of participation in their respective sports code. Congratulations to the following individuals: Fencing: Harry Sainer. Yacht: Michaela Robinson, Emma Clark, Hearn Johnson, Tawanda Chikasha, Ryan Robinson. We will now be moving on to the second segment of the awards presentation, the Honorary Commendations. These awards give us the opportunity to thank and honor both internal and external partners of Wits Sports, as well as deserving individuals and clubs. The recipients are the First National Bank, sponsors of the Wits Rugby Club; PVM Energy Bar, sponsors of the Wits Internal Football League; J.M. Busher, sponsors of the Wits Cape to Rio crew; Pick and Pay Bromfontein, sponsors of the Wits Football Club; Opal Sports and Gun & More, sponsors of the Wits Cricket Club; Footballing Girls NPO, for hosting How to Develop and Promote Your Personal Brand workshop; Vision View Sports Radio. We would like to acknowledge Vision View Sports Radio for giving our players a voice on their platform with interviews of our top performing athletes. Voice of Wits. If it were not for campus media VOW FM, Witsies would not be informed with the latest Wits Sport fixtures, player profile interviews, or game day results. Thank you, VOW FM. Wits Residence Life and Campus Housing. We all know the challenges around finding accommodation. We would like to acknowledge Wits Residence Life and Campus Housing for assisting our student athletes with accommodation. Wits Yacht Club. Here is to the team that managed to sail through Cyclone Karumi, a tropical storm they encountered in the Cape to Rio race. Wits Football Club. Top 3 finishers in the highly contested USA Football Tournament and 2019 USA Football Team of the Year for a sterling performance. Wits Rugby Club. For an unbeaten Varsity Cup campaign in 2020. Former Wits coaches. We would also like to honour our former football, cricket and rugby coaches for their contribution to the Wits team's success. Mr. Mark Haskins from the Wits Football Club, Mr. Gonit Kruger from the Wits Cricket Club, and Mr. Johannes Ndoro Mungalo from the Wits Rugby Club. Matt Pon, who was the top-ranked chess player at the 2019 USA Chess Tournament. Helen Filippo, who has assisted with the Wits Sport brand refresh by designing a new look for our office space and conference centre. Thank you to all our sponsors, stakeholders and all the individual recipients of this award. We appreciate your efforts and we are truly grateful for your contribution towards our success. In the next category, we honour our Rising Stars. Rising Star Award. This award is awarded to an athlete who is currently in their first year and has shown incredible talent in their sporting code well above that of their peers. The Rising Star male winner for 2020 is Wits rugby player Kabelo Mokgeti. Mokgeti was selected in the SA Schools 2019 rugby team, the 2020 Wits Varsity Cup team, and he was also drafted into the Junior Under-20 Springbok squad based in Stellenbosch this year. Currently, he's part of the Lions Under-21 Currie Cup team. Congratulations, Kabelo. The Rising Star female winner was a highly contested category this year, and it goes to a first-year student who is part of the Wits Netball First team. She was also selected as a training partner for the Gauteng Golden Fireballs in the upcoming Telkom Netball League. She was also included in the Gauteng Junior Elite squad. Congratulations, Kagisho Itoleng. Next, we acknowledge the Golden Oldie. As the name suggests, the award is aimed at recognizing the commitment of an athlete towards their sporting code over the duration of their university career. The winner is Tshepo Taela. Taela is a postgraduate student who has been an active member of the Wits Ultimate Frisbee Club for 6 years. He has shown true dedication to the club and has attended many tournaments over the years, including both regional and national tournaments. Tshepo has been part of the captaining crew as vice captain and spirit captain. He has contributed off the field as he has been on the committee numerous times as vice chairperson, social media officer, and club room officer. The Breaking Boundaries Club trophy goes to the club that has actively made great strides in promoting gender equity, racial transformation, as well as social transformation over the course of the year. The winner is Tang Soo Do. The club has hosted gender-based violence self-defense seminars for a girls' house in Kensington in September 2019, for first years during O Week, and for all Witsies late last year. Social Media Presence Award. This award is aimed at motivating all the Wits sports clubs to have an online social media presence. The club must be active on social media and must have shown efforts to increase their following over the period in review.
The winner is Yacht Club.
Combination Sport and Academic Award. We all know that we are students first before we are athletes. This award acknowledges a student who is a champion both on and off the playing field. Congratulations to the Wits Sports Council chairperson and Wits hockey player Michael Horan, who has achieved an average of 78%. Michael Horan is currently pursuing his Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Engineering. Quality student administrators form the basis of effective management for each club at Wits Sport. To this end, this award is given to a student who has demonstrated outstanding administrative skills and one who has implemented sustainable systems within their sports code. They have also gone the extra mile and did more than what was expected of them for their club and their students. We have some very impressive finalists for this award. Basketball, Nakayuni Mwenechanya. Boat Club, Rain Dayaga. Volleyball Club, Stacy Nira. As voted for by the WSC, club chairpersons and Wits Sport officers, the Student Administrators Award goes to Rain Dayaga from the Boat Club. Congratulations. Malsif Sportsmanship Trophy. This award is awarded to a person who exemplifies integrity and displays solid sportspersonship to both Wits and external stakeholders through the example that they portray both on and off the field. Life is not all about winning. Sometimes it is about something more personal and profound. The recipient of this award led as vice-captain of the Wits rugby team to win the Pirates Grand Challenge, the first time since 1967 and only the second time in history. He has made notable contributions over the past 6 years. He is an absolute sportsman, but also a very diligent academic. We will always remember him for declining the Lions Supersport Challenge opportunity to focus on the Wits rugby training schedule and his academics. The 2020 Malsif Award goes to Kwanele Ngema. Now, for the highlight of the evening, the introduction of our top performing sports people at Wits for 2020. The winners will go down in history and be added to the illustrious winners before them. Witsies, as voted for by the WSC, club chairs, and Wits sports officers. In the category Junior Sportswoman of the Year, Netball, Simone van Reenen. Van Reenen was selected into the South Africa under-23 indoor team to play against Australia and New Zealand, with the dates and venues for the tests yet to be announced, while the country currently sits in the midst of a lockdown. Simone was still under 19 at the time of her inclusion. As the youngest member of the under-23 SA squad, Van Reenen makes the junior national side for the second time. She also represented Johannesburg Netball Senior A team in the SPA National Championships in August 2019. Simone has also been included in Gauteng Senior Elite squad this year. Panashe Chiranga. Chiranga was selected into the South African under-21 team, the Baby Proteas, for the upcoming Youth World Championships in 2021. She represented South Africa's Baby Proteas in December 2019 in a test series against Lesotho as pre-matches for the Proteas test series against England. She played in the SPA Women's Championships for the JNA Senior A netball team in 2019. She was also selected for the Golden Fireballs team that will play in the upcoming Telkom Netball League in October and November. Football. Shakira Jacobs. Jacobs has been an instrumental player in the Wits women's football team. She was part of the team that placed third at the USA 2019 tournament, seeing Wits qualify for their first ever varsity football tournament. She was also top goal scorer for the Wits team. She has been consistent in her performance and has now become a regular in the junior national team setup. She represented SA in the All Africa Games and the Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. Yacht Club. Michaela Robinson. Robinson has been awarded Youth Protea colours on 3 occasions. She broke the record for the youngest skipper in the history of the Cape to Rio yacht race. She is a winner Cape to Rio 2020 on handicap and line honours in class. She competed in the 2020 Cape to Rio yacht race, the longest yacht race in the Southern Hemisphere, a 5,800-kilometre intercontinental race from Cape Town to Rio. Her all-student team, JM Busher 54-piece sailing team, was third to cross the finish line, first in their class, and won the Most Promising Youth Award. The team completed the race in 23 days, 16 hours, 14 minutes and 52 seconds. Gymnastics. Karishma Naiker. Naiker represented the SA Gymnastics national team, the country's only senior Olympic group, for the 15th African Championship in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt in March this year. Wits star gymnast Karishma Naikar added 3 silver medals to her burgeoning closet of achievements at the back of a successful assignment for South Africa at the 15th African Championships. The 2020 Wits Junior Sportswoman of the Year is Karishma Naikar. Junior Sportsman of the Year. Fencing, Ayanda Dugu. Dugu is ranked amongst the top 5 best fencers in South Africa. He was awarded his junior national colours and qualified to represent our country in the 2020 Junior Fencing Championships in Ghana, where he achieved silver medals for both foil and epee. Rugby, Sibusiso Sangweni. Sangweni is a first year pursuing his degree in a BA General. He got a taste of international rugby in 2018 when he was selected to represent the country in the annual South African Schools Tournament. The young star received a call from the junior Springbok coach to join the squad ahead of their World Junior Tournament in Argentina. This is very rare for a 19-year-old straight out of school to get selected for the under-20 national team. He represented the Golden Lions Rugby Union in the Interprovincial Under-21 Currie Cup tournament. He was once again selected for the Junior Springboks in 2020 before the COVID-19 pandemic brought their campaign to a standstill. He is currently in the Golden Lions Under-21 Currie Cup team. Emmanuel Chituka. Chituka participated in the Varsity Cup in 2020 and being one of the standout players for Wits Rugby, he also represented the Golden Lions Under-19 in 2019 and will soon don the jersey for the Lions Under-21s. He is one of the brightest stars for the future and someone to keep an eye on. Banele Mtenjane. Mtenjane hails from Hoërskool Nelspruit in Mpumalanga. He has represented every provincial age group from under 13 up until under 21. He represented the Golden Lions at under 19 provincial level and got a junior Springboks call-up before their season was interrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. He is currently in the Golden Lions under 21 Currie Cup team. Travis Gordon. Gordon captained the Golden Lions at under-21 level in 2019. He represented Wits in the 2020 Varsity Cup and will be making his senior provincial debut in the Supersport Challenge. Sebastian de Oliveira. De Oliveira is a Lions Academy and CGL player. He captained the CGL Academy and won National Academy Week from the 10th to the 14th of March 2020. He is a genuine all-rounder and has the leadership qualities and ability to become the future Wits first team captain. The 2020 Wits Junior Sportsman of the Year is Ayanda Dugu. Sportsman of the Year Award. Ultimate Frisbee. Hlogonofatso Mokoena. Mokoena was selected to represent South Africa at the World Ultimate and Guts Championships that was set to take place in July 2020. However, this did not happen due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He was also awarded tournament MVP at the Gauteng Regionals in March 2020. Hockey. Chad Futcher. Futcher received the Malsif Award in 2019 for his performance on and off the field. In 2020, he was selected for the South African men's outdoor and indoor hockey teams and played the German Outdoor Series in Johannesburg and Swiss Indoor Series in 2019 in Durban. Rustin Abrahams. Abrahams is currently in the South African men's outdoor hockey and indoor hockey squads. In 2020, he played in the German Outdoor Series in Johannesburg and Swiss Indoor Series in 2019 in Durban and Cape Town. He has also been selected into the South African men's Olympic squad. Cody van Wyk. Van Wyk is currently in the South African men's hockey Olympic squad. He played in the South African Men's Hockey Series this year. He also played in the South African Premier Hockey League for the Drakensberg Dragons and won gold in 2019. Fencing. Harry Sainer. Sainer was presented with senior national colours and participated in the Senior World Championships. He participated in the KwaZulu-Natal Open in December 2019 and placed second in the senior category and second in the junior category. He also participated in numerous international competitions, the Cup of the Republic of Belarus and the Udine World Cup in December 2019, Heidenheim World Cup in January 2020, and the Doha Grand Prix. He also competed in the African Junior competitions in Ghana in February 2020 and placed 7th place for the foil and épée. Athletics. Dylan Kruger. Kruger won the National Sprint Triathlon title in February and is aiming even higher for the rest of 2020. He also qualified for the FISU World University Triathlon Championships in 2020. Rugby. Mornay van den Berg. Van den Berg was selected for the senior Lions team. He went on to make his Super Rugby debut on the 2nd of February 2020 against Queensland Reds from Australia, having played in all their games before the pandemic interrupted their season. The winner for the 2020 Wits Sportsman of the Year is Harry Sainer. Sportswoman of the Year Award. Hockey. Nomnigelo Veto. Veto was selected for the South African women's national senior team and played in the FIH Series finals in Valencia in June 2019. She was also selected to play in the AFCON Road to Tokyo Olympics tournaments in Stellenbosch in August 2019. She played in the South African Premier Hockey League in August 2019 and won gold with the Madikwe Rangers. She also played for the Southern Gauteng women's team at the Senior Women's IPT from the 25th of August to the 1st of September in 2019. She was a part of the Wits team that won the USA B section in 2019. She played for the SA women's hockey team in their series against Ireland, Germany and China from the 19th of January to the 4th of February in 2020. She is currently part of the South African women's Olympic squad. Lizaan Jansen van Vieren. Jansen van Vieren has been selected for the South African Women's Hockey Olympic squad. She has been training for the squad since January 2019. She captained and won the USA Hockey Women's B section with the Wits Women's First Team, which was promoted to the A division. She was also selected for and captained the Namakwa Land Daisies that participated in the South African Premier Hockey League in August 2019. She also captained the Southern Gauteng Under-21A women's team that won IPT in 2019 and captained the SA Under-21 women's team that played in the Senior Women's IPT from the 25th of August to the 1st of September in 2019. Nkotso Mapota. Mapota has been instrumental in the Wits women's football team, who placed third in the 2019 USA football tournament in December, which saw them qualify for their first ever varsity football tournament. She represented the Lesotho women's football national team in a match against the South African women's national team Banyana Banyana in a friendly match in March 2020, which was in preparation for the 2020 Africa Women's Cup of Nations tournament. Yacht. Michaela Robinson. Robinson has been awarded Youth Protea colours on 3 occasions. She broke the record for the youngest skipper in the history of the Cape to Rio yacht race. She is a winner Cape to Rio 2020 on handicap and line honours in class. She was awarded South African sailing colours as well as South African student colours at the 2019 USA tournament. She is a double mirror class world champion. She competed in the 2020 Cape to Rio yacht race, the longest yacht race in the Southern Hemisphere, a 5,800 kilometer intercontinental race from Cape Town to Rio. Her all-student team, JM Busher 54-piece sailing team, was third to cross the finish line, first in their class, and won the Most Promising Youth Award. The team completed the race in 23 days, 16 hours, 14 minutes and 52 seconds. What an impressive list of finalists. The 2020 Sportswoman of the Year is Michaela Robinson. The Wits Sports Council introduced the Virtual Sports Challenge to keep club members active during lockdown. Clubs were given weekly fitness challenges, and these are the results after 4 rounds of action. Most valued participant: Campbell Tiley from the Sailing Club. Most active club: Boat Club with 18 members. In third place, we have the Wits Orienteering Club. In second place, we have the Wits Boat Club. And the winner of the 2020 WSC Virtual Sports Challenge, the Wits Gymnastics Club. Club of the Year Trophy. In our final category this evening, we would like to acknowledge the finalists for the Club of the Year award, as voted for by the WSC Club Chairpersons and Wits Sports Officers. These are your finalists in no particular order. Wits Football Club, Wits Boat Club, Wits Tang Soo Do Club. Congratulations to the Wits Boat Club. The Wits University Boat Club has had fantastic achievements in 2019. They achieved the highest number of medals in years at USAR Sprints, with 2 members also being selected to trial for the student national team. The women's side has shown great improvement in the USAR Sprint from 5th place in 2018 to 4th place in 2019. The club was awarded the University Rowing Ian Maxwell Award for the club with the most spirit. They have also competed in the Gauteng Senior Championships, SA Senior Championship, and the university's boat race. In September, the women's side placed 4th overall in the A division and 3rd in the B division. Overall, the club had a great year regarding improved performance. Congratulations to all the nominees, finalists, and winners tonight. Your hard work has truly paid off. We leave you with a quote by Brian Tracy, which reads, "Make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitations on what you can be, have, or do." My name is Yona Gateledi, and thank you for joining us tonight.